What's up, CATRP crew? Today we're going to talk about Amazon, and we've mentioned before how it's changing. It's changed. Inventory limits for FBA sellers, they significantly reduced them.
Yeah.
That did affect us. So our strategy has shifted to systems until we get well below our threshold to where we can send in a bunch of games again. We were doing 50 a day. Some days we did 200.
Yeah.
We were sending stuff off like crazy for Q4, and then they just hit us with a limit. So we're going to talk about the best systems to send to Amazon, the best bundles, and how we pack them, all that kind of stuff. Let's dive in.
All right, so for the NES bundles, obviously, you need an NES.
What?
Well, we don't always send those in, but normally. AV cable, power cable, Mario 1, 2, and 3. I don't think we have any single Marios, so we'll just use the Duck Hunt version.
I mean, we have a Duck Hunt gun with it, so.
True, right. Zapper and 2 controllers.
Cool. And then how do we wrap those up?
So for all the games that go in our NES bundles, we take these apart. I don't know, we use what is it, a stone or
It's like an eraser. It's an
Yeah.
abrasive eraser.
Yeah, we refurb all the pin connectors to make sure they're nice and good, they're clean. We Q-tip them with rubbing alcohol, and then we clean them. We actually just decided, so we used to bag up the games and the controllers and the system, but now we realize it's not necessary, so we're just going to make sure everything's craft papered up so nothing scratches or nothing touches, and we'll throw it all in the box.
So
All
it's
right.
now boxed up.
It's now boxed up. You need to make sure that these go in every single one. Sorry, I stabbed my thumb with all our Iran knives. This tells Amazon, hey, don't open this up. And then what I like to do is I like to write on the box what it is, because we're not labeling all of them right now, because if you guys didn't know, these are all the systems ready to be packed up. So if I didn't do that, I might not realize what we have in each box. So I just write like NES, VG means very good. NES, VG. So that way when we're on Exceller list, we'll know how many we have. Now we'll go to the Wii. So if we have Mario Karts available, we always do it with Mario Kart, just because the buy box is better than with Wii Sports. But if we don't have Mario Kart, then we just do a Wii Sports one.
How many different Wii bundles are there?
There's Mario Kart, there's Wii Sports. If it's a black Wii, there's Wii Sports Resort along with Wii Sports, and you have to use, it's got to be Motion Plus controller. And then we just started, if it's a red Wii, we do, I think, Wii Sports with Super Mario Bros. And then that's just regular controllers with that.
Cool.
And then, yeah, we'll get this packed up. Well, I mean, if you didn't know what comes with the Wii, sensor bar, AV, power cable, just one Wiimote and a nunchuck. And obviously, even though
You need
I
the
don't
wheel.
know,
You can't drive without this.
I don't know if you guys
Wow,
use that with
I've-
your, I don't know.
This thing sucks. I
mean,
can never press the button.
Yeah, who knows? But we gotta add it. You can't have it. I mean, come on. They're using it. You gotta add it. One thing, none of our descriptions say that it's like this. Like all of our Wii Sports, or almost all of them, are just in like a sleeve. They're not complete. Yeah, they're just disc only in our description, so it doesn't matter if they're like this or not.
Looks like you've been getting to work, Alex. And
Bye.
Mike's here now. Mike.
Yeah, now we have to work.
So what are you doing right now?
We're cleaning all these zappers.
About how long does it take you to clean and package up everything that goes in an NES bundle? Should we talk through the steps?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. And you don't do one at a time though. You do batch processing. So
Right, so it's not really,
so it averages out to that. Like you just refurbished all these
yeah.
games. And then now you're just batch doing
like
all the
next,
guns.
We'll grab all the controllers, make sure all those are clean.
Okay.
So it's not like one by one. Doesn't
Yeah.
seem like the best way to do it.
But how far How far are we in? When did you start? What time?
Gosh, I don't even know what time it is right now.
It's 10:23.
I would say we've been on it for like maybe half an hour total. Well, I had to brief for some games, so maybe 45.
Okay. So,
45 minutes.
and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 almost ready to go. 1 ready to go. Chase,
Yes.
about how much can you sell an NES for on Amazon? It obviously depends on the buy box.
Yeah.
What do you normally expect?
About $200, give or take, with Mario 1, 2, and 3 Zapper 2 controllers. Their goal today is to get more than 22 systems, because that's what Mike and I did last week. 22 systems fully processed and ready in a day. We had to clean everything in great detail, including the systems. So I'm hoping, since the systems are already clean, they can get like 30 today.
31, let's get it.
31.
Set a new record. We need a little like whiteboard on the wall.
No Game Boys. No, only boxed, fully big systems.
Are there any other NES bundles on Amazon if you don't have Mario 1, 2, and 3? What other ways can you
could
sell
sell it
them?
with just the NES, or you could sell it with the action set, which is Mario minus Mario 2 and 3. But I get the best premium, best return on investment to bundle it with all 3 games, and they usually sell a little faster for me. So that's the thought there.
Cool. So another part in deciding not to kind of bubble wrap absolutely everything is because as long as we pack it tight enough with craft paper, things aren't going to move around. And when you send something into Amazon, they end up putting everything in another box anyway. So it's going to be double boxed up, and it'll arrive in another big box with all these. So it's going to be very nicely protected. It's a pretty standard thing on Amazon, not just in video games, but other categories as well. So what's left for these boxes? Just controllers?
Just controllers, I believe.
Yep. And then these are ready to package
Ready
up.
to go.
Sweet.
One thing I forgot to mention, but we've decided to use this as a 14-12-6 that we use for the NES, and this is a 12-8-6 that we use for all of our Wiis. They are linked in the
We got a
description.
whole list of all the boxes we use. The ones we literally ordered from, so check it out if you want any of them.
There we go. And now we're gonna go ahead and get. Oops, sorry, I zoomed in way too much there. There we go. We're gonna get a bunch packed up, and hopefully we can just do it like
2.5 hours later, and we have, is it 19 systems packed up, Alpha?
yeah.
So we got Wii systems right here, all bundled with their proper games, mostly Mario Kart. There's 8 NESs with Mario 1, 2, and 3. And then a pending Sega Genesis. So this is a Model 2 Genesis. Cleaned up, ready to go, power cord, TV cable, controller. And we also use the 1286 box for that. So that will be the 20th system fully packed up. The goal is 30 for the day. We're now getting to the point where we're going to have to go for some scraps and really scrounge together the next 10. So it could be challenging. I've got this bin of Sega Saturns that all work, but we didn't have AV cables and we only had 2 controllers. I'll be able to finish 2, so that's going to be 2 more. But really after that, the 8 remaining systems are probably going to have to be full process, tested, cleaned, everything.
So we have some over there.
Yeah, so maybe we can scrounge together a few more. This is a P.O. box shipment, so Mike's verifying everything from that. 3 more Wiis, but we had to use the cables from those to finish off the ones we had.
Why wouldn't you use handhelds? Is there a reason? Are you saving
Well,
those?
that I would, but I'm saying my goal for today is 30 like big systems.
Because if we're going to use space, we're going to use space.
Because I want the stuff to take a lot of processing time. Handhelds are really quick and easy.
Yeah.
So with the current problem of limited space, we can go through handhelds quick.
There's a Dreamcast.
Yes, I don't know if I have any tested Dreamcast yet. I've got a bunch of controllers and parts. These are all tested controllers, cables, cords. These bins. I love these things, but I'm trying to organize this one a little bit more. So anything that makes it into the bins labeled like that is tested, clean, processed. The bin system is one of the best things that we have going on around here. So we've got the Atari one, PlayStation cords, PlayStation controllers, Wii, Xbox, all of those. So that definitely is helpful for us. Oh, this one says tested right here. We might have more tested systems. So we're gonna have to look into that one. We might be able to do 30 in a day. That would be a really solid day. We're at 29 systems, y'all. 29 packed, ready to go. Mostly Wii's, Sega Genesis Model 2, a couple Sega Saturns, NES's, 8 of those, plus the systems that are here. And we've got a GameCube that's been waiting out a controller, and I wanted to show off this controller tester. Consoles for you, it just came in. All sorts of controllers that are wired. You can test, they're 3D printed. We've got the GameCube controller tester. You're gonna have to plug it into the USB-C outlet. So there you go. I think this was like 300 bucks, but it's been pretty awesome. Don't need a system test controller, you just plug it in. And then see if you get feedback on every button, every directional. So let's see L. There's L, R. Yep, and those are, I love that because you can do a light press or a hard press and it changes. X. Okay. Y. Alright, and then I guess, what do you do? Like this, or that? So when you go in a circle on the joystick, it like tells you the exact angle that it's at on the X and Y axis. What about C-stick? Does it do that too? Oh yeah, so there's C-stick. So it's all good, right? Okay, yeah. And then there's the D-pad. Just like that, tested, ready to go. You don't have to find a game that works with every button. You just find a tester that quickly tests every button. All right, well, it's just about 4 o'clock, end of my work day, and we got 32 systems done. New record, the record to beat for next week. So last week, Mike and I did 22. This week we got 32. Mostly you guys, I helped a little bit. So 32 systems in a day, definitely a good day. There's 8 Game Boys over there that are ready to go as well. We'll get those all sent off next week. I think we're gonna be below our Amazon limit for next week as well, so we'll be able to send a bunch of games too, as long as the weekend goes well here. That's it for this one. Hit the subscribe button on the CATRP Crew channel. We have a second editor we're gonna be cranking out more content over here, so you're gonna wanna hang out if you like these videos, and we'll see you guys next time.
Crumble stank.
Barb will do.